If your small business is booming, you might say,
cha-ching!
But you should say,
like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
And we'll help your growing business. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
This episode brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Do you ever find yourself playing the budgeting game? Shifting a little money here, a little there, and hoping it all works out? Well, with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive, you can get a better budgeter and potentially lower your insurance bill too. You tell Progressive what you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll help find you options within your budget. Try it today at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law. Not available in all states.
At Lowe's, before the holidays is the perfect time for upgrades and upkeep. During Black Friday, get up to 50% off select major appliances and buy more to save more with up to an additional 25% off when you bundle select major appliances. Plus, grab select DeWalt 20-volt max drill or impact driver kits for just $99. Lowe's, we help, you save. Valid through 12/3. Selection varies by location. While supplies last. See Lowe's.com for more details.
What's up, family? Gerald the Bossman here. You're tuned into the Bossman Show on AM 1010, AM 1430, 1055 The King. Let the King out at 105theking.com and the Bossman Show at bossmanshow.com. Hit me up on Instagram, The Bossman Show, Twitter at Bossman Show, and Facebook, Bossman Show. It's the Bossman on your radio.
Listen to the Bossman Show with your host, JR, Saturdays at 9 a.m. right here on AM 1010, The King.
BS3 Network, changing the way you watch TV.
Yes, BS3 Network, changing the way you watch TV, covering content and hot topics from A to Z, sports, music, society and culture, movie reviews, you name it, we have it. Check it out on bs3network.com or check us out on Roku, BS3 TV on Roku, as well as check out your favorite podcasts on all podcast platforms or Spreaker.com/BS3 Network.
You are now tuned to BS3 Network.
Bossman Show, friend of the show, Coach Erik Martin, Fine State Bulldogs with me on the show. Coach Martin, the talk this morning. How things over there in Orangeburg, man?
Everything is great over here. It's beautiful. It's going to be 73 today. No rain. Fall is here. Fall is here. All that 95 humidity and 95 degree, that's gone. So we're looking forward to being able to open these doors in our gym and let some of this fresh air in and turn this air off, man. I got allergies, man. That air will mess with my allergies.
I hear that, Coach. Coach Martin, can you believe it's already your fourth season here at NC State, man? I know you took the job, you got it down. So can you believe it's already being heading to your fourth year already, man?
Yeah, we were talking about that as a staff the other day. Not only is it being my fourth year and time has gone fast, but I've said this multiple times. My job is better today than it was the day I took it. And that's all you can ask if you stay at a job, no matter what sport you're in, that your job keeps getting better. I'm getting more support from the administration. Obviously, we won last year, so everyone wants to be a part of a winner. So we got more involvement with the alumni. We're working on trying to put together an NIL package where we can have something we can pay our kids. But I'm just so thankful to the good Lord that I'm still here and that they still want me around for the time being.
That's always the big key right there, man. Always the big key. And like you said, man, I remember seeing you at Tennessee State your first year, and so where you are now, man, it's like night and day, and I just seen the growth of your program, man. I know if you being in it every day is good. From my house looking in, I'm like, I know what it was when I saw you at Tennessee State to now. I'm just happy for you.
Yeah, I tell you what, that game, that was my second game. We had just come off of almost beating South Carolina in game one, and that was our first road trip. And I remember thinking, well, we played that good against South Carolina, so we're going to beat the brakes off of Tennessee State. And that first year was just a learning experience, painful learning experience, but one that was necessary. And the first year coaches that I do get a chance to talk to, I said, man, the best thing about year one. He said, well, what's the best thing about year one, coach? I said, year two, because whatever happened in year one, take it as a learning. Yeah, you like to win a lot of games, but don't put too much pressure on yourself for winning games. You're going to be so much better in year two because you'll know what's coming. You'll know how to do everything. What type of sideline guy are you going to call timeouts? When you're going to call timeouts, you're going to let your team try and play through adversity. That first year was just a learning experience, and I'm glad that's 3 years ago. So I'm glad I'm in year 4.
Yeah, man. I remember seeing that. So I said, yeah, I was like, man, but I was happy for you, man. And last year we talked about it in February. Your team was playing very, very well. Made a run in the MEAC championship tournament there. I saw you. I watched you on TV. I was cheering for news on Talk Again after you won, man. But
that's right. We said we were going to talk again after we went to the tournament.
Yeah, so it was like, man, I was looking forward to it. But watching you on TV, I was happy for you. I know where you came from. I saw you in game too, and now you're in the MEAC and Norfolk Circle competing in the mix. And I was happy for you. I know you didn't get the results you wanted, but I was happy seeing how far you had came just there.
Yeah, and most of that was, I changed up my staff from year one, and to be honest, I'm as good of a coach as players as I have, and my players last year and this year were so much better than year one. And that's no shot at those guys, but I got in late and I kind of had to piece together a team. That second year, I had an entire year to recruit. Same thing for year 3, year 4. So I feel like I'm a better coach than I was back then. And also I got better talent and my staff is better. Those guys, they really make it to where all I got to worry about is the X's and O's and practice and games. And when you get a staff like that, you just hope you can keep them together, because guys that good, they're going to get poached from your staff, kind of like my kids that were here last year got poached in the transfer portal. But either way, I'm always for someone getting more money, whether it be with me or someone else. I'm always about someone else getting their money. So I'm happy when they go. I'm sad when they go, but hey, man, you're going for more money. We're all good.
Yes, sir. Hey, Coach Martin, you have some young guys on your roster. Look about how important it's still to get good young freshmen, young men, young sophomore, young men who you can grow and develop. Hopefully they'll be with you a long time. But if they go up, get some more money elsewhere, that means that you gave them a good springboard to get there. So talk about how important it is still to get young men who are talented, get an opportunity to develop and grow and learn your language versus coming in with a different language that you got to try to break them from.
Yeah. I tell you what, the portal is good for those people who've got big bags and big pockets, but it helps me out because a lot of these freshmen we're getting, if there was no portal, we wouldn't get these kids. It's a lot of kids, and especially seniors, they slip through the cracks. So you get those guys, and when I bring them in, the ones who are really talented, I tell them, hey, let me set up your foundation for what's coming in your future. I said, and if you're here longer than 2 years, then you've messed up because you're super talented, and by the time you're done as a sophomore, you should be ready to leave. But I love being able to get those guys. And once again, everybody, JUCO, prep, freshmen, they all have habits you're going to need to break when they get to your campus. But with freshmen, they have more energy. They're a little bit more wide-eyed. They're a little more excited about because they've seen it on TV. The JUCO guys, they've been in JUCO for 2 years. They're a little bit more seasoned about what's coming up. But those freshmen, they have energy. And I asked my freshmen, you guys need to be the ones with the most energy because you guys are new to this. And as you go on, your energy is going to wane a little bit because you know what's coming. But right now, you guys got to bring energy to practice every day. And I got a group that's getting better at that. But they are talented. I have a group of talented freshmen.
No doubt. And Coach Martin, I love your roster because you have switchable size. You're very switchable. You can play 1 through 5, switch 1 through 5, 1 through 4. You got what you if you want to do. And the way you press and you attack, you got to love that. It's very switchable, man. I'm loving the versatility you got defensively with what I see height-wise.
Yeah. It's good because it's still taking them a while to figure out the speed of what pressing the entire game looks like. And think the hardest part I sell those guys on is, hey, man, when you're tired, you have to ask out. If not, you're going to weaken our press. So I know Coach Huggins had a rule, and I tried to follow it up is, hey, if you take yourself out, you can put yourself back in. That gives them an incentive to stay fresh, and let's keep using these bodies. We're good with playing 8, but we're great playing 12. So if we can get these new guys who most guys aren't used to wanting to take themselves out, that's most of these guys where they came from, they were the man. So they didn't have to worry about if they were playing hard or not. They were going to play. But at South Carolina State, I ask them to play as hard as they can for as long as they can. Ask out, you can put yourself back in. If I take you out, I'm going to put you back in when I want you back in. So there's an incentive there that you can control your own subbing pattern if you're honest and transparent and just true to the team. That's all about team. It's not about me. It's about team. Our team needs to be at full strength at all time. And I don't know how many teams in America will play 12 people, but I will. And we need to take advantage of that on a game-by-game basis.
Yes, because I told somebody about you was like how you do it. If you are the 9th through 12th guy, you still have a chance to be live. Right. Right. A lot of teams, you 9 through 12, you probably just a stay ready guy. But with you, 9 through 12, you still can stay active, stay alive, and not be just I'm a support guy.
I don't have the numbers on it, but I'd be willing to guess that I was probably top 5 in America with bench points and minutes. I don't know. I can't guarantee that, but watching college basketball, I didn't see a lot of guys play 12 people, and I did that. And I think what I like to do is that first half play everybody. Hey, we get down to the last 8 to 6 minutes. Whoever's playing good that game, that 7 or 8, they're gonna finish the game out. And it makes practice competitive, and it keeps everybody, like you said, ready to go because someone can get in foul trouble. You have injuries that happen during the season. So playing 12 makes practice competitive, and that's what you do in practice is what you're going to do in the game. I tell those young guys all the time, this is not high school. You can't go through the motion in practice and then think you're going to turn it on. Division I basketball is too good. You're going to do what you do in practice.
Hey, Coach Martin, talk about the elite shape your guys must be in to play your pressing style. Because I tell people that all the time about where you play. That you have, Coach Martin, you got to be in elite Olympic shape to do that all game long. And if you're not going to play in South Carolina State.
No, not at all. No doubt. And what we try and do is I used to run guys a lot on the track, but as I've done this a little bit longer, I realized the best way to play my guys in the shape is during practice. We're going to play little mini games. We're going to make sure they're pressed, and they're going to be fatigued. But as I tell them, you can't get in shape unless you're fatigued. How are you ever going to build up your stamina, build up your lungs, build up your wind? So we do a lot of in-house scrimmaging. We get some of those managers to be referees, and we just play. We give them breaks every 2 or 3 minutes. We don't give them full TV breaks, but once again, we're trying to build this up, and they won't be in good a shape now as they will be in December or January, but we're building toward that. As I tell them, I don't need you to be in peak shape in November. I need you to be in peak shape in January because January is when we can, make our run toward playing in the NCAA tournament.
No doubt, and that seeding very much matters in the MEAC tournament. That seeding matters a lot, and you know it. And the teams are very tough as well. And what I also want to ask you about, Coach Martin, is this, man. When you play that way, teach these guys to kind of rest and recover, sleep well, and eat well because the playing kind of style, all them things matter.
Yeah. And you know what, to be honest with you, even if we weren't playing that way, what you said is so important with these new guys. Fellas, you got to watch what you put in your body. You got to stay away from soda. You got to drink water. If you have a choice between fruit punch or something and Gatorade, drink the Gatorade. It's hard to monitor them because they're going to class and they got study hall. But so all we can do is preach to them, hey, man, what you put in your body is what you're going to have in practice. We were fortunate enough this year to have a nutritionist come and speak to our kids about the importance of their diet and getting liquids in them. And, I don't think that's pushed enough amongst college athletes. I don't know how anyone does it anywhere else, but we've tried to be on top of, hey, fellas, during practice, we take a break, finish your entire bottle of water. Don't just drink 2 squigs because water gives your body strength. And I don't think I was privy to that information when I was in college. I know I was back in college back in the 90s, so things were different. But I do know now I am big on, fellas, if you have a Gatorade bottle, regular Gatorade bottle, in a 2-hour practice, you should finish at least 6 or 7 of those. And that's just to keep you hydrated. So it's about being in shape. It's about taking care of your body. I think as time has gone on now, with LeBron James spending $1 million on his body, I think the introduction of how you take care of your body and being more proactive than reactive to keep your body healthy has come the past 10 to 15 years. And obviously, we're trying to keep up with it. And we've just bought our guys some cold tubs for them to be the ice whirlpool after practice. So there's always something on the horizon, and we're trying to keep up. Obviously, we don't have the funds that those Power Fives do, but as I said, my administration has helped me out a lot more. So we're adding things to our program, and hopefully that'll benefit us throughout the year.
And Coach, you're gonna get a lot of help these big checks. I see you got coming from Louisville, Charleston, Missouri, South Carolina, Tennessee. Man, you on the Power Four circuit. I see.
Yeah. Well, as we said earlier, I got to pay bills, but also the flip side of that is when I bring these kids in, they want to play in those type of environments.
Yes,
I know I would. I mean, I tell them, hey man, you're in that yum center, and oh man, it's loud, and I don't have to. They know what South Carolina is, and then Missouri, we played there 2 years ago, one of the best arenas, and then what I think personally is the best college basketball arena in America is Tennessee. It is big. It goes straight up, and when they get this, I mean, really, they're as loud as Kansas. I never got a win at Kansas, but I played at Kansas when I was at West Virginia 10 years. Man, it's so loud you can't even hear your coach at timeout. So I think our kids look forward to that. But in the same way, I also got to schedule some games where I don't crush their confidence because it's a long season, and you don't want the kids thinking we're supposed to lose. No, we're not. We're supposed to compete. And if we make free throws and layups, I think we have a chance to be in any game we play this year.
No doubt, Coach. I remember Tennessee State coming in. We'll be 3-13 and 2-14. Like man, but you have to understand we have to pay bills. For MCs, you have the basketball team, football team, women's basketball has to pay for all the non-Olympic sports. They got to be paid for. So, like you said, Coach, it's hard not to get frustrated when you see yourself 3-12 and 3-11.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, not my first year, but my second year, that's the year I started having the grown man talk, which is, hey, fellas, let me tell you why we play some of these games. And I kind of break it down and it's usually after we play or lose a game in one of those venues because kids are probably wondering, man, Coach, why we keep playing? Fellas, we got to pay bills. This is what this is for. This is how this works. Let's look at this, as I said, as a positive. You guys get to go and get up against draft picks. You see where you are, see where you need to get better, and you get to see those guys in person. So you could be like, hey, man, that guy really shot it well, or that guy's a good. Now you have something to measure yourself against, and, you can see if you can get better. And I'm not saying get at their level, but sometimes you can't be great unless you see greatness. And that's another reason I enjoy playing those type of schools on their home floor.
If you get in the tournament, you're going to probably be a 16 or a 15 seed. Right. So you're going to play anyway.
Great point.
Y'all have already done it.
Yep. So now we get in the tournament. We won't be intimidated if we run into someone like that because we've already played quality competition. Good point.
Last one for you, Coach. You got two guys from my back neck of the woods, Noah Treadwell and Derwin Hodge Jr. Tell us about those young men coming here from the Atlanta area, man.
Yeah, I tell you what, Derwin Hodge has to be probably, I say he's probably the most talented guy I've had since I've been here. I put Drayton up there, but Drayton just has the body that makes him the physical specimen who he's now at Butler. But Derwin is long, run, jump. We're just trying to pull that energy and because he's so laid back. He's like, I mean, Tim Duncan is a wild man compared to Derwin. Derwin doesn't say much or do much. I put him on the line and run him. He doesn't change his facial expression or anything. So my goal this year is just trying to bring that energy out of him. And on the flip side, Noah Treadwell is he doesn't lack for confidence. He's going to shoot that ball. And I told him, hey, man, you shoot that ball. But here's the deal. When I put you at point guard, everyone else has to eat. You got to eat last. You got your coach. But as I said earlier, Raheem Waller's done a great job with we want to recruit Georgia, Atlanta. There is so much talent. They can't all go to Georgia Tech, Georgia State, Georgia Southern. So we get in there and we as I said, we use our Atlanta chapter and we try and influence these kids. But, I mean, whether they come from Atlanta or somewhere else, man, you just got to be able to tell these kids that, hey, I'm going to do right by you. I'm going to make sure you go to class. I'm going to make sure you're bigger and stronger. Now, we're always into the weights, South Carolina State. And then you're going to play against good players every day, and we'll get you better. I'm not one of them guys that's going to lie to you and say, I expect you to be here for 4 years. That's not sustainable. So why not just be honest from the start? Hey, man, you're a really good talent. If you do what you're supposed to do, you can leave after 2 years, and when you leave, you get a bag. And when you get that bag, I'd appreciate if you donated to our program at South Carolina State University. Give back.
Yes, indeed. And Coach, I'll tell you, I know you got your fundraiser coming this week, but in the future, if you need a DJ for a fundraiser in Atlanta, I got you, Coach. That's my side hustle, too. I'll get that inside, Coach. So.
I got you. Now I know that. I got you. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I host and DJ, so I come pray to the speakers, and I get the nice R&B jam going. We can host and have a program. I'm good, Coach. That's what I do on the side, brother.
Hey, this is the fourth or fifth time we talked. This is the first time.
Sixth time, Coach. Sixth.
Yeah, this is the first time you tell me you're a DJ.
Yes.
Keeping it on the low.
Yeah, I'm a DJ, Coach. I'm a host. Okay. I do it on the side, brother. So, yeah.
Okay.
That's just one of my side hustles. So, if you ever need me, I got you, Coach.
I'll tell you what. We're gonna come down to Atlanta every year and do the alumni thing. And, next year we'll talk, because why not have a DJ? And every year it's gotten bigger. Last year was a little bit. This year we're going to have a bigger crowd. Next year we're going to have it bigger. So, yeah, we're going to need a DJ. We'll talk.
Yeah, Coach, if you want to go on Instagram, I hosted Albany State's kickoff dinner, so you can see some of the work I do. Albany State had me there. I'm going to do Clayton State as well here in my backyard. So I do it for coaches all the time, brothers who need help. So I'm willing to help you, Coach. I'm out here for you, brother.
I appreciate it, brother. And I appreciate you having me on today. Once again, it's always fun talking with you. You got a great personality, great smile. I got great energy with you, and I wish you nothing but the best of luck. And definitely we need to talk before the tournament, because we got our yearly thing where we're going to talk, and then I'm going to say we're going to talk after I make the tournament.
Yes, hey, Coach. We're going to talk in February to make this happen. We're going to talk in February again, make it happen. Hope we're talking in March, and then we're going to get on the show, brother.
That's right. Yeah, perfect.
So thank you as always, brother. It's fun to talk to you, my brother.
Thank you. Appreciate you having me.
Thanks, Coach. See you soon, man.
All right, brother.
BS3 Network. Changing the way you watch TV.
Yes, BS3 Network, changing the way you watch TV, covering content and hot topics from A to Z, sports, music, society and culture, movie reviews, you name it, we have it. Check it out on bs3network.com or check us out on Roku, BS3 TV on Roku, as well as check out your favorite podcast on all podcast platforms or Spreaker.com/BS3 Network.
You are now tuned to BS3 Network.
What's up, family? Jared the Bossman here. You're tuned into the Bossman Show on AM 1010, AM 1430, 1055 The King. Check The King out at 105theking.com and the Bossman Show at bossmanshow.com. Hit me up on Instagram, The Bossman Show, Twitter at Bossman Show, and Facebook, Bossman Show. It's the Bossman on your radio.
Listen to The Bossman Show with your host, JR, Saturdays at 9 a.m. right here on AM 1010, The King.
If your small business is booming, you might say,
Cha-ching!
but you should say,
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
and we'll help your growing business. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
With Venmo Stash, a taco in one hand and ordering a ride in the other means you're stacking cash back. Nice. Get up to 5% cash back with Venmo Stash on your favorite brands when you pay with your Venmo debit card. From takeout to rideshares, entertainment and more, pick a bundle with your go-tos and start earning cash back at those brands. Earn more cash when you do more with Stash. Venmo Stash terms and exclusions apply. Max $100 cash back per month. See terms at venmo.me/stash terms.
Score holiday gifts everyone wants for way less at your Nordstrom Rack store. Save on UGG, Nike, Rag & Bone, Vince, Frame, Kurt Geiger London, and more.
Because there's always something new.
I'm giving all the gifts this year with that extra 5% off when I use my Nordstrom credit card.
Santa who?
Join the Nordy Club at Nordstrom Rack to unlock our best deals. It's easy. Big gifts, big perks. That's why you rack.
Did you know 39% of teen drivers admit to texting while driving? Even scarier, those who text are more likely to speed and run red lights. Shockingly, 94% know it's dangerous, but do it anyway. As a parent, you can't always be in the car, but you can stay connected to their safety with Greenlight Infinity's driving reports. Monitor their driving habits, see if they're using their phone, speeding, and more. These reports provide real data for meaningful conversations about safety. Plus, with weekly updates, you can track their progress over time. Help keep your teens safe. Sign up for Greenlight Infinity at greenlight.com/podcast.
This holiday, deck their countertops with peppermint white chocolate mochas, gingerbread lattes, and pumpkin cream cold brews. Ninja Luxe Cafe is the ultimate gift. It's the #1 best-selling espresso machine in the U.S., perfect for the coffee lovers in your life. If they can dream it, they can brew it. No skills needed. Espresso balanced. Drip coffee rich. Cold brew in a flash. Hands-free silky microfoam. Dairy or plant-based milks. Bring joy into their holiday and every day after with Ninja Luxe Cafe. Shop now